Hi Farmshare friends, we are on week 3 already, and I might say that this is the most beautiful Farmshare bag yet. It has some amazing things. It's so beautiful. I cannot wait to show you. Hope you guys are doing good, getting through your greens. I've got some people that said they're sharing with a neighbor or parents, and then I have others that are coming in and buying more greens. So I hope wherever Farmshare finds you, you guys are enjoying it. We'll start with the signature greens mix. So this week we have lettuce, kale, and spinach in the greens mix. We have either beets or kohlrabi. And in this case, this bag here has the beets. If you don't know how to use the kohlrabi, I do have a YouTube video on the channel that talks about it. And it's really simple. So kohlrabi means cabbage turnip is how it translates. And the bottom is the turnip and the top is the cabbage. So you can use the leaves. I have Chef Philip from Root Food and Wine, which if you've not made it out there, make sure you make reservations. He uses about 98% of his produce is from our farm. So he does a kohlrabi 3-way. So he takes the greens and like crisps them like kale chips, and then he takes the kohlrabi and dices them. You peel it, dice it, and then roast them. He roasts them in like a salt, like in a salt bath kind of thing. And then, so he has roasted, and then he purees it and serves it with a puree. So you get this plate with like your protein and then your kohlrabi 3 ways. They can be eaten cold or room temp, or cooked. They are low glycemic index. So if you have somebody that's got, high blood sugar, this is really a great alternative to potatoes for them. My mother-in-law loves them cold. So when you get the bulb, you can cut the greens off. They're really crazy. They grow like a UFO. They're so amazing. They grow, you'll feel like a really, really strong stem out of the ground, and then the bulb grows on top of that. And then once the bulb is there, then the leaves grow. It's just really a cool spaceship thing. So anyway, cut the leaves off and then cut the top and the bottom off. And once you look at it, you'll be able to see the white bulb inside versus the green outside. Some people do eat the green. I find that it's a little more stringy or woody. So I just, just very casually take my knife and cut all of that green peel off of the outside. Now, most of our produce, I would not recommend peeling. Like carrots, don't ever peel our carrots. They're so beautiful. There's micronutrients in that carrot peel are so strong. Any micronutrients that are left from the soil, just give them a good wash, but do not peel those. I mean, you can, but highly recommended not to. So anyway, once you get the kohlrabi bulb, then you are going to dice it up, cube it. My mother-in-law slices it thin like she would a cucumber. So when cucumbers aren't in season, she uses that and puts a marinade on it. She uses like a Bragg's apple cider vinegar dressing, salad dressing. And then throughout the week, she just keeps it marinating. And then that's the topping and the dressing to her salad. So she gets these marinated kohlrabi on her salad every day. So that's pretty exciting. And then you can roast it. I've got some people that slice it thin, put olive oil seasoning on it, bake them, and then put Parmesan on top. One family even said like that's what they bring to Christmas because they love it so much. You can make like a mashed potato or a mash with it. So very, very versatile on the kohlrabi, and make sure you use those greens too to saute or to put into like a cabbage slaw or something like that. So if you either got the kohlrabi or the beets, so there are those. Next is the carrots. If you're a half share, you will be getting this amazing beautiful bundle of carrots. You guys, these things I cannot get over, are just absolutely beautiful. I think in last week's video I talked about using the tops for pesto, chimichurri, etc. These carrots are so amazing, beautiful. So enjoy those. They don't last long. We have cilantro, so fresh cilantro in your bag. You could use that with your carrot tops. Again, we're rotating items through, so you'll get a little handful of strawberries. We just wanted to give everybody a little treat. Our strawberry patch generally has just been enough to fulfill my kids in a couple jars of jelly. But this year I just have been praying over it that it grows enough that I can share with all of you. So we've been trying to get everybody just a little sampling of what a real strawberry tastes like. You got kale or spinach, so opposite of whatever you got last week. Again, with the kale or spinach, those can be frozen if you are overwhelmed. Freeze them. I've had customers tell me, come in the winter and say, oh, I just got that bag of kale out that was in my Farmshare and used it in my soup or something like that. So you can freeze these things or cook them or smoothies. So very, very versatile. You've got the bib head lettuce. So if you got your Farmshare last week, you got a little sampling of the bib. You've got a few more this week. So they are absolutely beautiful. And we have our beautiful radishes. A couple ideas on radishes. If you're tired of them in the salad, again, roast them. That's going to change the flavor. Make mashed potatoes out of them. There's even a radish brownie recipe I have that I've found in a cookbook before. But I love if you're having a party, even with Memorial Day coming up, I love two dips. One is like a pico de gallo. So it's radishes, onions, cilantro, which you've got, garlic, and I think jalapeno, and you just throw it in the food processor. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then you just eat it with a tortilla chip. It's tasty. The other one is garlic, radishes, and cream cheese in the food processor, and that one's like a thicker dip, creamy, but both of them are amazing. We are funneling through cauliflower to all of you guys. So you're either getting cauliflower, broccoli, or the broccolini. Talked about the difference between like the broccoli and the broccolini. I think last week, if you get the long broccolini stems, do not cut those stems off. They are so tasty, so sweet. And then the last thing, I cannot believe it, they are here and they're coming in full force, is our little sugar snap peas. So every time we pick a pea, we make sure it's perfectly round and plump. And then when you eat it, if you have not had them before, we recommend taking the top where the leaves are, cracking it down, and it's going to pull that string off the side. It's just too chewy. I have some people that say, no, I eat the whole thing, but I always take that off and throw it out. Actually, I like to take it off first and see if I can make like a really cool letter or squiggle with it. I know. That's what sitting in my corporate career did for me for many, many years of my life. I would sit and do that while I'd work. But you eat the whole thing. So I'd also had one person say, oh, I shelled them and threw out the outsides. Like, oh, that's the best part. You know, it helps them really give that sweet pop of sweetness. So you do have a bag of sugar snap peas. They are here. You don't have to share those with your family. You can keep them for yourselves, and I won't tell anyone. So those are here. We'll have those definitely, I think, coming again next week for you guys. Let's see, that's kind of rotating items. I think we talked about everything. Have a great week. Thanks, guys.